Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Peralta's Played. It has been a little bit. You guys will note that we didn't do one last month. The last time we did one was May because life has been weird. So a little bit of an update for you guys who didn't know, and I haven't really discussed about it in specifically pointedly in a video, but I left my old job, started a new job. 3 days into that new job, I left because I didn't like some of the policies. I'm not going to go into details beyond that because I don't know what I can and can't say and don't really want to talk about it too much. But long story short, I am starting my new job on Monday, so 2 days from now. And I'm fine. Everything's good. But those 2 weeks between my leaving that job and starting this new one were hell. And before that was obviously busy with moving it. We moved house and then I got the new job. So it's been a mess. It's been a mess. Unemployment scare. I did have an unemployment scare, yes. His new job is a waiter at a male hooters called Pythons. I hate that. Never say that again. So it's been kind of one of those ones that is kind of like fallen by the wayside just because I didn't have. Why is my music stopped? Oh, there we go. Okay, it just stopped. It just stopped. I didn't have the ability to keep myself going content wise in that way. I didn't have the ability to discuss things. I just want to play a game. You guys will see that and we'll discuss it a little bit as we go through, but we're going to go through the last 2 months today. So we are basically going through June and July. So from the last time is that music going to be distracting to you guys, or is it okay? Just before we continue on, sorry, is it too loud? Someone just say quick, is it okay? Or do you want it to turn it down? I can turn it down a little bit more. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, so anyway, yes, so first off, we played a little bit of Paralives. Now, I basically played this, and then I played a little bit more, but then stopped. Just because, again, busy, but it was fun, and it seems like a nice little alternative to The Sims. I think a lot of people got hooked on that very quickly. I don't know if a lot of people have stayed with it, but it was cool. Maybe we go back. I can't promise it. To be honest, but it was good, and I already see that they're making pretty active changes with the game. So definitely want to look out for if you like your kind of your Sims kind of content. Then we're going to talk quickly about reacting to PlayStation State of Play, the Xbox Showcase, and Summer Game Fest. That all happened obviously 2 months ago, thereabouts now, and. Basically, none of those are kind of going to be looked at across here. I've got trailers for later, but they're not linked to these three. So I would suggest if you want to look at anything from like Wolverine, or if you want to look at Gears of War E-Day, or you want to look at my reaction to like the Resident Evil announcement, etc., then these are where you're going to see that. How many days will my counter tick up to, Peralta? I'm not playing Yakuza 2 yet, Finn. We played a little bit more Fable, and then sadly I have dropped Fable in the meantime because, again, everything's been on top of me and it's just been crazy. So the whimsy was not hitting in the way that I hoped. So we is going to go back. We is going to go back to these. Apparently we is going to go back. We are going to go back to them at some point. Then I did this video, and this video was a little bit in the planning. You guys might remember that we did a Pride of Game Pass version of this, but this is a late to the party look back. I am sort of changing how I do that content going forward, and I'm not really going with the same vibe anymore. So that is a video that I really worked hard on, and it's a really fun look back at what we did with the late to the party series. I would suggest you guys, if you guys were to watch one video from that month, it would be this one. There's another video I want to talk about in a little bit, but the late to the party video was great. Thank you, Finn. I really enjoy looking back with you guys and kind of just discussing where we've been and what we're doing. Rivals, obviously there's been a lot of rivals since we last met on this podcast. So 8.5, obviously we got Cyclops, then we got the Summer Festival, we got the reveal of 9.0, and a lot of changes within that, which are covered in these videos here. This rework video is literally me going through all the different changes for all the characters. I love that thumbnail probably one of my favorites I've ever done. I got all of the PNGs for all of the characters and got every single character which was currently in the game at that point onto that thumbnail. Very, very proud of that, actually. I really love it. And then we played, obviously, Jubilee and stuff here. And then we go back. We've got some Baldur's Gate 3. We're over a year on that Baldur's Gate playthrough, and we are trying to get it going, guys. It's hard. You've got people you've got 4 people with different schedules trying to get together on it every Saturday, and it just sometimes doesn't work. But have we got that's the last one we did at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. So we will get through it. I genuinely believe that everyone who's playing it is dedicated to getting through it. It's just difficult. Solid block of SWTOR. Yeah, we're going to discuss that in a little bit too. Well, in fact, let's discuss it now. So I started the Trooper story in SWTOR 3 weeks ago, and the unemployment scare happened, and I wanted to play it and stream with people to kind of, I wanted to not have to think about stuff 2 ways. That being, I wanted to be with people so that I wasn't sat alone, which was great for on stream, but I also didn't want to play something like intense or maybe depressing or anything like that. And so I decided to go through the entire Trooper story in I think it was basically just a week. So there's another Rivals video as well. But I love how that goes straight to a defeat screen when I click on it. Love that for me. Maybe that was just watching the cutscene of the defeat though, rather than maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, so we went through all of the Trooper storyline, and I actually really enjoyed playing that on stream with you guys. It really helped, and I'm always going to look back on that as like a really great time to be with you guys and to discuss SWTOR, and for everyone was so helpful, and so there's great discussions in there about work and life balance and discussing content wise, and it's really changed my opinion on some content things that I need to change going forward. I'm trying to find people, put myself a little bit more out there, raid a few different people, all that type of stuff. That was just Thebes Day. Day was defeated. I did have a few struggles with the Thebes map. You're not lying. But I really enjoyed going through this, and we have already picked our next character, which is going to be a Jedi Knight storyline, Twi'lek. So please look forward to that. That will be happening at some point. Not yet, because we're trying to get through some other stuff. Again, we're going to discuss that in a little bit. Avatar. 3 videos here, and these 2 are the campaign, and then we did a little bit of the arcade, and then I kind of got pissed off and stopped. But this is the Avatar Legends fighting game, and the story is a little bit bonkers, but if you enjoy bonkers and you enjoy almost fanfiction-esque, you'll enjoy these videos. And it was a good laugh. I think everyone who was watching it had a good laugh at just how bullshit it was, the story. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to go through, and pro bending. Yeah, there was a lot of pro bending. And I think even if you didn't enjoy or haven't enjoyed Avatar the show at any point, or haven't watched it, I think everyone was enjoying just that kind of the writing. The writing was kind of funny. So I would say it's worth a watch if you don't want to play the game and you want to know a little bit more about the game itself. But I don't think I'd recommend picking up the game. As a streamer, it was good to play because of the reaction everyone had and etc. But I don't think I would suggest someone to pick this up based on the story. If you're a fighting game person, really cool. If you're a story person who would dabble into a fighting game because of that, I would suggest just watch the videos. We did Gigita and I did 1 episode of Final Fantasy 14. We do want to do more of this because obviously Evercold, which we're going to look at in a little bit, Evercold is nearing ever closer, and we've got till basically January before Evercold comes out. So we're going to have to get that sorted. We're going to have to get on with that. One ep of the Clouder. The Clouder. We got through the three dungeons though. We got through Sastasha, Torturak, and Copper Bell Hell. And yeah, so it was fun, and I love Gigita and I together is always a laugh. Gigita's really funny, so I love having Gigita. Boot of Cats is a cloud. I think that's how it's spelled. Oh right, okay, sorry, that's my bad. I just did not know what you meant. I'm stupid. That's me, not you. And then obviously Token Souls came out. The beta came out, sorry, during the same week as the Avatar release. I think it was almost near to the day. And we played that, and we actually really enjoyed it. The story, it's funny because I spoke with Nate, who's a friend of the channel, and he said the story he found he didn't like. He wasn't as interested in it. I was really hooked by the story stuff. Don't get me wrong, we played some online matches afterwards, and they were somewhat enjoyable at parts. But I would play this game largely to experience the story of it, which is kind of counter to this. I would say if you enjoy the story could be fun with this one. Obviously, we've only seen a snippet. But I will be playing that when it comes out. Now, another one we've done a lot of, again, I'm going to kind of jump up and down, is jump up and down, jump around, jump up to get down. Is that the lyrics? I think it is. Right, so Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight, as you guys know, the last time we discussed this in May, we were on with it, but then I stopped because I'm a moron. So we started up again, and we are blasting through it. We've got 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6 episodes there for you guys to go through, and I was enjoying it. We are going to try and finish that today. Oh, that was my Elgato going off. Don't know why that was going off. And yeah, really enjoying it. It's a fun, silly little game, but what it does quite well is it really does pay homage to each part of the Batman franchise. And even down to when I was really surprised, and I don't know if anyone in chat was surprised, but I was surprised, they sort of reference the Batgirl movie that got that got made a tax write-off in this. Like the first part of one of these levels is like a tax write-off version of Batgirl versus Firefly, which I thought was kind of fun. So that was a cool one there. I want to talk a little bit about how I'm changing my content going forward as well with timings and stuff. It's not always going to work the way I want it to, but I want people to know that as well. Talking story compared to Avatar is like Shakespeare compared to everybody needs to poop. Hey, look, sometimes you need a little bit of both, okay? But I did enjoy the talking part. I actually, the characterization of Miss Marvel versus Spider-Man was quite fun. Okay, and then we get on to Halo. It's been a very busy time, as you guys can see. Halo campaign evolved. So the game came out pre-release last week, and then proper release this week. And me, Nate, Lily, and Gigita were going through the game. So we did the bonus missions first, which is a new campaign. I actually really enjoyed those missions. They weren't super substantial, of course, because they were like 3 missions and they had to like do a whole arc within 3 missions, but they were fun, and it was nice to see Johnson get like it was Johnson's campaign, really, and I liked that. I liked seeing Johnson get a little bit more of the limelight in those 3 missions, so that was really fun. And then we, of course, have done are doing, we haven't finished it just yet, the other missions. So missions 1 to 3 are here, missions 4 to 6 here, and then missions 7 and 8 with 9 and 10 still to be done in the week to come. It's just been a busy time. We're trying to fit in a lot of different stuff at the same time. As you guys can see here, Halo 4 as well, Spartan Ops, we're trying to fit that in, so that's going to have to be finished off. At one point, this first one was actually from about a month back when we actually streamed this, but I was waiting for this video, which I want to talk to you guys about in a second. But then we did this one like the other week. So that's really good. The first time Johnson actually felt like the super soldier he is. Yeah, he did feel really cool in this. He felt very baller in those missions. I did enjoy that. And obviously Johnson deserves that. Also worth mentioning, there's a new PvE mode in Marvel Rivals that it's sort of it's better than the last mode. That's how I would describe it. It's good. It's better than the last Avengers one they did. But I hope that Infinity War expands even further and gives us a really cool experience for Infinity War. Vampires is still best. Blood Hunt is still the best PvE mode they've done, and I think that should be sort of, not that they shouldn't do anything outside of that, but I think they should keep that as like a gold standard to kind of try and like of interaction with what people want. You know what I mean? Like people want stuff like that. It doesn't have to be the same combat wise. It doesn't have to be the same setting. It doesn't have to be, you know, etc. etc. But people want something that's a little bit more in depth is what I'm trying to say. So that's definitely there. I think mini PvE mods is good though. It can be, yes. If they're like only meant to run for a week or two, then it can work to have a smaller mod. As well, I want to talk about this, guys. So this is one part of my changing my content. So I am trying to make videos that are a little bit more broader appeal, but still within the vein of what I do. So this is why you should never play games with friends, and this is essentially a shortened, sort of dramatized version of this stream. But you will have to catch up on the VOD. We out in poor signal area, and you're currently frozen, saying, "Ooh, no worries, Lily." Right, and you're not going to hear that, but no worries at all. This will be going on YouTube later anyway, so don't worry about that. Don't worry. I should never play games with friends. So yeah, the idea behind this one, and I'm not trying to copy specifically, but there's some creators that I think out there that are kind of interesting to me right now, and one of them is Any Austin. Thank you, Faustus, for letting Lily know. Is Any Austin. I really like the way Any Austin does his videos. Not necessarily the topic matter for me. I like watching Any Austin make those videos about like why this town feels empty, or why these weird places, places in games feel really interesting or whatever. But I do want to, like, I was trying to emulate a little bit of the style of like the kind of almost documentary-esque quality of that. So that's what I was trying to do here. I think regardless of this being an older game, I think you can get this is like a universal experience that people have played. Like, you don't have to care about Halo to enjoy this video. You don't have to care about that specific Halo. You don't have to care about anything other than the humor of it. And I actually was laughing out loud watching the edit, because obviously I don't edit my own stuff for those types of videos now. I used to, and I do want to maybe get back into editing a little bit, just to kind of maybe be able to put out a few more edited videos over a period of time. But that's worth mentioning. So definitely watch that one as well if you have the time. I think you would enjoy it. Now, what I want to discuss is, so as you guys know, if we go further back, once upon a time I was putting out streams that were sort of like, and then don't get me wrong, some of them are smaller still anyway, but I was putting out streams that were sort of 3 hours. And obviously it depends on what you're doing. If you're playing with people, if you're playing with friends, it's kind of hard to cut a VOD or say, all right, we're stopping after an hour because you're in the middle of something, or people are saying like, let's continue on, or whatever, right? So those videos are probably going to stay the same length, but where possible, I am really going to try and keep stuff down to just under an hour or just over an hour as much as possible going forward, because I feel like that's where people click on videos more if they see it's under an hour. It's just the truth. So as much as possible, not going to try and push to 2 hours, 3 hours in videos, unless again it's something like this where you're watching stuff. Basically, if there's a natural stopping point around the hour mark and it makes sense, that's what I'm going to do going forward. And even if it's shorter than that, if it's like a 40-minute gap or stopping point, that's what I'm going to do as well, just because I think it makes it better for videos. I think if someone saw, okay, this Batman video of the playthrough is 38 minutes, yeah, I'll give it a watch. It's just going to ease my chances even more so to potentially get some people into the channel. And once you get them in, they're going to then watch these bigger videos. So I'm thinking I'm trying to vary my video lengths and places. Yeah. Easy if you're viewing because I can watch an hour, but if I have to watch 2 or 3 hours, it could take me a whole day because I'm scattered. Exactly. My idea is kind of to, as much as possible, get people in on a video, then watch it, and then they might move on. But it's kind of, I find that people don't want to go back to a video as much as start a new video. You know what I mean? Also, it helps someone in the mind if they're like, oh yeah, I just watched episode 5, now I can watch episode 6. And like, even if they have that 2 hours to watch, they can go like, okay, I'll watch these two. And like, you know what I mean? So I'm trying as much as possible to kind of even out the content a little bit more in that way. I don't think, and I've really had a lot of thought about this, I don't know if I want to, a lot of people will say, okay, well, stream to YouTube. I don't want to do that currently because I don't have faith in my PC, and not in like the way of it couldn't stream to both. My PC sometimes crashes during streams, as you guys know, and in fact, sometimes it becomes relatively frequent. And if it does that, and it's on YouTube, that live is there forever. That live is there forever with a broken ending, and I don't love that. I don't love the idea that it won't be like if I crash on Twitch, I come back, I take the 2 pieces of the video, I stitch them together, and I can put them on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if I crash on YouTube, that's a video, and then like that has to be like, I've had it weirdly before. If I don't know if a lot of you guys weren't around during this, but some of the Dragon Age stuff got really awkward at certain points. Yeah, so like 13A and then 13B, because I crashed during it. I had to put on 13B on one of the fucking, like, it happened a few times because it wasn't this PC, it was my old PC, but it frustrated me. So I don't really want to do that. Also, in your feed, you can't tell if something was a stream or not, really. I don't know if I have an example here right now, but really, if you see a video in your feed that looks like a live stream, you probably can't even tell it's a live stream or not. So it doesn't really matter. The fact that it shows in the videos tab versus the lives tab is sort of irrelevant. Regards anything other than the channel itself. One other thing I want to note is that I do want to do more shorts. I know I'm really letting myself down on the shorts. I think shorts are where you want to be when you're making a lot of longer content, because then the shorts can bolster people to come in, and if they're interested in you enough, then they'll kind of watch the longer videos. It's about putting that time aside to make shorts, because like clips are great, but then I want to make them into the way that I like them looking when I put them on, because obviously, as you guys can see, I've just pulled my ear out. I have a certain style that I do my shorts in terms of like, not so much, I don't really love doing that. I like this more. I like having my camera there and then like the actual, so I'm like, I'm very perfectionist, as you guys can tell, and I know I need to get out of that a little bit, especially with shorts and shorter form content, because people want a little bit messy. So we're getting there. Anyway, that is where we're at for the last 2 months. Now, with that said, let's look at some things now, guys. Let's stop this music first of all. There's not, maybe there's a few of you in the chat. I know. Okay, there we go. There's a few in your chat, but we're gonna go with Final Fantasy 14 first. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and watch the full Evercold trailer, but they announced some new things, and we're gonna kind of look at these quick in what they announced at FanFest, and then we're going to go from there. So is that just music, just to clarify? Or is that actual stuff? 1 second, I'm just checking, because I didn't actually see this one. No, nothing. Yeah. I like making the short I did by the second the time aside is the problem. Yeah, there was a new still. Okay, anyway, so we're going to look at some areas for the new expansion and the new job that they announced. We're not going to watch the new trailer because it's like, don't get me wrong, it looks good, but it's like we're sitting here for 5.5 minutes for half the stuff we've watched before. Announced in collaborative feature guide. Okay, right, okay, no worries. So this is the new boss, the new class they're putting in the game, the new tank class for Final Fantasy 14 in Evercold. And I think I might want to main this. I can't lie. So this guy is basically a dual shield wielding tank, but like these shields. Well, let me put the music away a little bit as well. Okay. Yeah, it does look good. I love the fact that it's got like a ranged mode. just Magitech Iron Man. Exactly. And that's what's cool about it. So I'm excited for him. I will be playing that. I will be playing Bastion. And then we have one of the new areas, the Realm Ship of Water, Naglfar. This is one of the zones. These look great. Zones look amazing. The Nordic inspiration is so strong in this. Genuinely looks so good. I like how it's like a somewhat muted palette as well. Look at that though. That's I know it's on an airship, but that's like a proper fantasy setting. Do you know what I mean? What they typically do for this genre, which is worth mentioning, is they typically remove all of the NPCs, etc. Anything that might like spoil things. So this is sort of it is meant to look empty at the moment, if that makes sense. They remove anything that sort of might spoil anything. Cool. And then we've got the new city of Fargarth. Now, I actually don't know if I love this. So that was on a ship, yes. So essentially the concept for Evercold is that the planet is iced over. And do you know sort of like that one where the train's going like, what's it called? Was that Snowpiercer or something like that, or whatever it was called? And it was that the train going through the snow, but it's like ships instead. It's also like is it Mortal Engines where they're all in and they're all like devour the other city states and stuff. It's sort of like Frostpunk, but airships. But this I don't know. I feel this is overcrowded, and that's kind of a good thing. But also I don't know if it's like. I don't know. I have feelings. I need to see this. I think I need to see this one in action, in reality, before I make a true judgment. But I think it's maybe a little bit too much. I don't know. It makes sense. I just don't know if I love. I think I could have done with some more darker woods, like darker wooden tones. I think that would have sold it a bit better. It makes sense because they're on an airship that they can only build on a certain amount of space. But this gear looks amazing on the character as well. It feels a lot closer to Ishgard, that for me, which I do. Yeah, it is nice. It is, and then we've got the Realm Ship of Fire, Honey. Is how I'm going to say it. This one looks really cool. The colors, it's very different to anything we have in the game. We don't know that yet, Chandra. We're excited to find out. But yeah, it does give, it does, do you guys agree that it sort of gives the old dwarf vibe? Like almost like the initial WoW dwarf style. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah. It makes sense if we're going Germanic mythos. Exactly. That was sort of the stuff I want to show you guys for Evercold. Very excited for Evercold. We will be, if we get everything up to date and we get everything sorted, that will be played on stream. If everything goes to plan. So we shall see. Now, talking about water. This one's a longer one. We might not watch the whole thing. But I want to show some of it. This is coming out this week. Coming.
Ditto has transformed to look like a human.
Wait, can we skip some of this?
From other it looks like everyone's having dive into the sea.
Be excited, yes, Rachel.
Have some fun together.
What a, yeah.
That's right. Ditto can't stay underwater for too long. Huh? There's a Pokemon watching from behind that tree. Is that Manaphy? It looks like Manaphy will teach Ditto how to have fun underwater. After learning the move Dive from Manaphy, Ditto
I love making water-based bases and water-related bases in Minecraft. This is really cool.
That's great, Ditto.
There's so much cool stuff here. I think you guys will love this.
The world under the sea. In underwater areas that used to be inaccessible, you now have even more freedom. Try taking some Pokemon with you for a swim. When underwater, you can have a lovely time developing towns just like on land. You could try to build a beach house under the water, or dive below the surface on a handcar. You'll have even more ways to develop your town in a free software update, available on August 5th.
That's not all.
And with the Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC, you'll be able to go to a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. It's a place that has remained untouched beneath the sea. First, you'll meet Poplio. Lead the way, Poplio.
Just love the aesthetic.
But how can you help add some sparkle and shine to the town? Even here under the sea, you start by growing grass. It became a habitat. Let's make this spot home for now. More Pokemon are arriving one after another.
Mudkip hype.
Let's work together to develop the town.
It really is. Really is a cool bit to do underwater.
Can they grow underwater? With a little air from Mudkip and some help from Corsola, they've managed to grow watermelons underwater. What's this? The building specialist Corfish wants to make a house. Just use some of the new block items and
this is really cool.
Ta-da!
You can just make floating.
You can build a home that floats underwater. got really dark out while we were working on that house. I know! We need some light. With Chin Chow's help, the town is brighter now. There are interesting items like this one too.
Bubbles!
As you fulfill requests from other Pokemon, the scenery in town will grow livelier every day. Ditto's
There's
really
one prefab I really like, Rachel. It's going to show it in a sec.
You can also place new furniture that fits perfectly with the ocean world and make a new favorite spot. Now where could Ditto and friends be headed out in this vast ocean? They've entered the
That could happen,
pitch-black
Zandra.
depths of the deep sea. Use glowing coral to guide your way through this dark world. Even more excitement awaits. This new underwater world is filled with sights yet to be seen.
I wonder if it's like islands, Rachel.
There's
Peralta bought
also
the shit
plenty
himself,
of
yeah.
items and furniture that can only be found here. Enjoy developing
this
a
game has
town
no
that's
scares.
only
Yeah.
possible underwater.
This is what I mean by
We
it, like,
hope you look forward
this
to
game I won't have any
experiencing
issue.
The world of Pokemon Pokopia with even more freedom.
Do you know what I mean? If it was a proper, like, game where things could attack you underwater, I'd be shitting. Oh. You ever do the raft? No. Nope.
Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass.
We're not done yet,
Part
guys.
1, Bubbly Basin. Available on August 5th.
We're not even done yet.
more.
Yep.
In Part 2 of the Expansion Pass, accessories will make their debut. Ditto and other Pokemon will be able to wear accessories. You can enjoy fashion together. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass bundle that includes Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 is available for purchase now. Part 1 will be available on August 5th. We hope you're looking forward to future announcements regarding Part 2 and Part 3.
Don't let people dress up for your party. Now you've made it weird, Jandra. Now you've made it weird. Okay, that's done. Oh, this also. Did you know about this one, Rachel? In August, we get Milotic and Feebas. And their items are really cool. Excited. So that is all to come as well. That, guys, is the end of Peralta's Played for the months of June and July. Sorry we didn't get one in June, but hopefully this one, a little bit of a longer one, well, about the same time actually, really, has made up for that. Lots to come, lots to be excited for. Next week we have Pokemon Pokopia on August 5th. Then on August 6th, Marvel Talking Souls releases, and on August 7th, the new Marvel Rivals season comes out. So it's going to be a very busy week next week. Please look forward to it, in the words of one Yoshi P, the producer of Final Fantasy XIV. And then it's going to be all guns blazing from there, because we've got those to do, and then we've got some stuff coming at the end of August with Star Wars Zero Company. And then September's going to be busy as well because of Wolverine. So it's like the back end of this year is going to be very busy for games. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. Lots to do. Lots to see. We'll get through it. So thank you guys. Those watching on Twitch, as always, stick around. We're going to do some more. We're going to try and finish Batman. For those watching on YouTube, this is the end of another Peralta's Played. And we will be back next month with lots to discuss. I should say. Lots to discuss. Okay, right, guys. See you later.